we've got fingers crossed that like that they're at least happy that they've got extra games, that kind of thing, at the end of the tournament.
Yeah, an extra game is never a bad thing, especially if you didn't quite make that top four. You want to get those extra games, get that practice in, particularly against other decent teams.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I agree. It's definitely tough to just miss out on the top four. So you're playing, essentially a fifth place game today. You're playing for fifth.
Yeah. Which is
I
kind of
understand can certainly
disappointing.
be
I'm sure,
disappointing.
I'm sure none of the Greyhounds or Helios players were hoping that they'd be in this position, but at least it gives them a chance to show their class and prestige once more.
Absolutely. Yeah, you get one more chance to show off and perform well.
Yeah, it's always going to be rough, right? Like nobody wants to be fighting for fifth. They want to be fighting for first. But hopefully, like both teams come out swinging. I know that like the Greyhounds for sure have played Purple Heart Lane Night Axis before last seasonal. I think they played versus WTH, and they actually beat WTH last seasonal on PHL Night.
Yes, I remember that game.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was a grind on Carentan Causeway, if I'm remembering correctly. But I'm sure someone fact check me.
Yeah, no, I think that's correct. I will fact check you though. I believe there was at least one or two PHL night games. I was going over some of the games earlier.
Oh,
this
were
morning,
there?
and yeah, there's at least I can't remember the teams. I can certainly go back and check in a bit, but yeah, there were at least one or two from what I recall. But it's not the most popular map, obviously. So
no,
it's certainly no
like,
SME.
I mean, for me, it's like actually my favorite map. I think
As an
it's
MG
like
player, yeah. I'm infantry scum. I despised playing this map.
But
yeah.
I think I played it first competitively 2 seasonals ago when I was playing for the Circle, and we were playing versus the IR team, and that's when they were pretty new, and we won that game, and I just had my molars out. So I had like an impacted molar, so I had dental surgery the morning of, and I was playing infantry. I wasn't even playing MG the whole time, I was just like out of it. Like I was stoned on pain meds. I was like just in agony the entire game. It was just like, and we just about managed to win. We scraped through, and it was like a pretty big kind of sigh of relief for everyone. But so like I have mixed memories of PHL Night, but in general, I think it's like one of my favorite maps because it's like. It's got it plays very differently to a city map or the forest maps, and I think that's what makes it interesting.
I mean, it's essentially a 3-lane map. I see, you have your map open right now.
Yeah.
There's 3 main lanes and then mostly open fields with some hedges in between. And so, as infantry, it's obviously not ideal to be crossing those open fields. You need to be playing your lanes and make sure you have control.
I love it when people cross the open fields.
yeah, the MG player, yes. Yeah,
MG scum.
yeah, absolutely. And the MG and tanks on this game, brutal, and already obviously brutal for whichever point is the midpoint as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, infantry, it's going to be a grind for both of these teams, no matter what the point is. And really, it's going to be just controlling those lanes, like I said, I think, to really decide this game. You got to work together with your armor. You got to make sure your MGs are in good positions and setting up to crossfire.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing. You can crossfire from one lane to the next. So if the midpoint is like Causeway, for example, you can be on map edge and just firing down and suppressing infantry as they try to get to the point. So I kind of like the way this plays out. As much as I hate dying to artillery 50 times in a game, I agree with you though. It's definitely not my least favorite map. I think it could still be an interesting game. It's a meat grind, maybe for viewers it's not as dynamic as something like an SME or SMDM, but
yeah, for sure,
for fun gameplay.
I mean, I personally would prefer to cast like a PHL Night game over a like just another fucking like SME game where it's just like, oh, good, they're attacking the church again, like shocker. Yeah.
Right.
Who would have guessed? This is exciting development. But so I think for me that's personally like way more interesting. Is like casting a PHL game. I think it opens up the like not necessarily players you'd expect to see more often. So if you see average SMDM or SME games, you see the same players pop off each week, and I think playing a different style of map gives some of the other players a chance to show their skill off that isn't necessarily shown off in like in every map, you know, like gives the tankers a bit more freedom to rock and roll.
Yeah, it definitely is a different play style, and that's kind of the unique thing about this map. So I know we are a couple minutes away from game start. It's supposed to be in about 4 minutes or so, but you know, teams are very rarely on time in Hell at least. But that's okay. We are prepared for it.
You know, when you're told like game starts at X o'clock, you know, please come and do dry runs. Like nobody wants to do fucking dry runs, bro. Like so everyone's late, and you know, no one wants to listen to Mike waffle in a briefing. You know, like it is how it is. Like,
right.
What can you do? But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think teams also like to eke the last seconds out, you know, for their last dry run or whatever. But yeah, it's just standard, same shit, different day. You know, just another day in the life of Hell Let Loose competitive gameplay.
Right. Well, if we talk about the some of the logistics of the game, obviously Helios, a mostly NA team against Greyhounds, mostly German team. I believe Greyhounds do have server advantage, right? That is on their server.
Yes, we are going to be on the German server, so you would expect the German and Austrian players, you know, to have a bit of a ping advantage.
Right. I'm looking at the server right now. I'm on the west coast of the United States. I'm getting about 140 ping. So that's probably what we're going to be expecting. Probably between, like, if I had to guess, between 90 and 130 for most of the Helios players, depending on where they are. So
whereas from the UK, it's like 60 ping to Frankfurt. Although, to be honest with you, I might have a worse time than you, because like often when the server routing for some reason between the UK and Frankfurt is like notoriously dreadful. So I remember like games that we used to play, like there used to be like a PHX event, and it was just fucking miserable. Like it would take me like I'd be on like 50 ping, and it would take me like 8 attempts to get over a fence. You know, I'd just be like teleporting back over the fence constantly. It was, like just dreadful, just absolutely dreadful. So I hope, you know, for my sake, it's not going to be not going to be like that. But
hopefully not. Well, I am excited though that we do get the dual cam today. That'll be exciting. Always love that. So that'll be great. We'll try to we'll call it out. So you let me know when you're whipping out the dual map screen, and I'll
try to this time.
That'll be great. Gonna hope that my map is not super blurry and pixelated. It looks like it should be okay, but we'll find out. We'll certainly find out.
We can just hate the new UI together.
Yeah. I love the sounds every time I click on something.
It's just so cool.
Yeah, it's such a great addition. I love that. Thank you, Team 17, for that.
It was so necessary.
Right.
You know, it's like,
well, I also love that. You know, the muscle memory of quickly going to your loadout screen and switching your kit. That's changed now too. So that's
what I really want to be able to do is change my like appearance. That's like what's critical to me, is changing my appearance really quickly, and definitely not changing my fucking loadout. And when it says loadout and it brings up appearance for some reason, you know, or like there's preset loadout, and it's just like this. How did this get past QA? Like, please, somebody explain it to me. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. The buttons don't do what they say they do. Like, what is this? It's garbage. It's garbage.
It's
Who looked at this?
Someone had to sign off on that, and that's
fire them.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, man. Like, if I released stuff like this to a production environment in my job, I would be fired and like potentially have fines leveraged against me. Like, it's just dreadful.
That's amazing. I need to quickly make sure my settings are good. I want to make sure I'm not broadcasting our chat here for any comms. So we'll get that. Looks like I was able to get into the server, so that is great. We will.
Just sorting out my audio as well. We don't want to be listening in too hard to what these guys are saying. Give them some privacy in their game.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let me do a quick check. Looks like for me, admin cam is working, so that is lovely.
I don't think I have it. It's function end.
No.
It is end, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it's home or end. One of those keys. Yeah.
Yeah, no, neither of those are.
Oh
Great.
no. Okay. Well, that could be an
Let's
issue.
just ping them quickly.
Yeah, yeah. This is why we get in a little bit early, get that sorted out.
I just need to find my Steam ID as well, just to make sure that they've got that. But
Yes.
ba, 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 ba. So while I'm doing this, what do we think about who's going to win this game?
Yeah, so obviously, I feel like the midpoint can have a big effect on this. You have Grout Pillbox, Carrington Causeway, and the name of the third midpoint escapes me. Grout Pillbox, Causeway, whatever that last one is. But either
It's
way,
like AA Network or something, or AA
something like that.
Battery, or
Battery, yeah, I think it's Battery. I feel like for this one, Greyhounds, I think their experience really shows here. And just on that basis alone, I would expect the Greyhounds to come out on top here, just because of how long they've been playing together. And this is a conversation I had with XL earlier in the week from ESPT, and that when you have that cohesion with your teammates who you've been playing with for years and years, I feel like that really shows in games like this. And so Helios obviously have been playing together for quite some time. They disbanded for a bit, joined TL, and then got back together.
any
And so,
disbanders in chat? Oh,
yeah,
I'm an expert in disbanding.
you do know a thing or two about that.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
I'm part of like some of the greatest disbands of all time.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think just and that's solely based on experience playing together. I would say Greyhounds probably have the edge here, but that's not to discount Helios, though. They're obviously a great team. They have a lot of great shooters on there, and I'm curious to see how their armor goes against some of the Greyhounds tanks. I feel like they have some decent tanks.
I mean, I think for me, you take allies on PHL night, or like just PHL in general, because like the truck routes are shorter, and
Right.
like mathematically it seems like more likely that you're going to cap first as I've got admin cam now.
Oh, great. Okay.
That's all sorted. So like usually you think that the allies are going to cap first. So like my gut would say, like mathematically, I think that like Helios should cap the points first, right? Like that's my gut feeling. But I think that the strength of as you say, like Greyhound's cohesion and the longevity of the team. I think this team is like the core of this team has remained like largely unchanged for like 2 or 3 years. And whilst that may be like their downfall in terms of like who's being burned out by like prepping, all that kind of stuff, like maybe that takes a toll after X many years. But I think when it comes down to the wire and the last game of the tournament, then like I think I have to give it to a Greyhounds recap.
Yeah, I agree. I think it could be a close game, and obviously Helios, it's not to completely discount them and count them out.
No. As I said, I think they'll cap first. I just think that I think like Helios have got some great players. Wix tank commanding should be fantastic. I think that like they've got players like Scythe, who's just like a genius with the machine gun. Like, and there's plenty of Sniper Girl. I think Sniper Girl is like just insane. Like she's cracked. Absolutely cracked.
Absolutely cracked shooter. Yeah.
Yeah. I died to her plenty. So I actually played versus Helios at the start of the year as Exodus, as Extreme Dinosaurs on PHL night, and Sniper Girl was a real thorn in my arse. I'd say side, but she kept shooting me in the back. So never had the guts to face me up front. Is all I'm gonna say.
Right. That's great.
Yeah. So I mean, like from what we can see from like flying above the map, I think I might turn my brightness up again.
Yeah, I'm at 200 at the moment.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to put it on 200 like all the players. Because I think you'd have to be like mentally deranged to not play the night maps on 200% brightness.
Right. Yeah, are casters allowed to put on filters for this? I know players aren't allowed. Just for viewing purposes, right?
I mean,
please.
I haven't used filters since they took them off their like the HUD thingy. I just like I turn up my digital vibrance because my monitor's like quite washed out by default.
Mm-hmm.
So just turning up my digital vibrance in the control panel just makes the game look a bit more realistic and less like it's got like a Band of Brothers filter over the top of it.
Right.
Which for me, it's just like so gross. Like, I just hate it. It's so unnecessary.
Yeah.
I think we're 6 minutes past where we should have started the game by now. So we can just maybe talk about the map a little bit.
Yeah. It looks like the server's full. We should be close here. Oh, there we go.
Just to say that I'm like my caster curse is like actually immaculate.
Is there a midpoint you're hoping to see? For me personally, I just love watching Causeway. I know it's I know it's so meat grindy, but I think
Causeway gives us the most to talk about because it opens up both flanks.
Right.
Like I think like we can expect to see like MGs out in like the buildings on the sides. You know, I think like Causeway gives us like the most to talk about, other than just like, oh yeah, these guys on this north or like this south squad are just getting fucked like relentlessly. Like, you know, like if they're just out on that side, it's just miserable. Like nobody can enjoy that. You know, like the poor bastards are just. It's so Jover for them. It's so Jover. Like
so Jover. Yeah.
What can they do other than die? Die. Like, that's it. You know.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll see what the flip is here in just a couple of seconds. As we get started, I want to wish good luck to both teams and
our Marines and all that.
Yeah. Let's see what we roll. Looks like it is Groult Pillbox. Okay.
Oh, there's going to be some sad boys.
Yeah. We'll get into a squad here.
My brain is just completely blanked. I'm completely a Florin. That's what I'm joining.
Yeah, Florian. I'm going to be joining Gato Rocket. And we'll get spawned in. This lineup, though, is really something else. Can we talk about that for a moment? Because that is.
I think they won't want us to, because that is so vile. The poor bastards. Like,
that is the meat grind of the meat grind for point layouts.
Jesus.
I feel like. Yeah, that's going to be a little rough. So we have Groult Pillbox. Obviously, Helios going to be defending Jordan Canal, and Greyhounds defending Madeline Farm. Yeah, this will be... I'm going to call this. There's no way a Team 5-0s. It's going to be a 3-2 either way.
Yeah, I think so. Like, just tapped out a second to put a thing like a prediction up on my channel.
Oh, great.
So hopefully that goes live roughly when this shit goes live. I don't know. Like,
timing
if I have to end it early, I have to end it early. Yeah. Maths is hard.
Yeah.
So.
Are we running a 30-minute delay? I believe we are.
Yeah. We're like, so we don't have to record. Well, I'm recording. I missed some of the introduction, but I am recording the game.
Okay, great. Okay.
But we don't have to replay and stay up till midnight babysitting the stream.
Right. So yeah, looking at
they're playing a really wide truck out there. That's a super wide truck. They're playing for retake. These guys are not trying to cap the point.
Interesting. Yeah, I can see that absolutely. Looking at Helios, if you want to get the double maps open really quickly.
It's slightly blurry, but I think it conveys the idea that there's a map there.
Okay, well that's good. Yeah, I'll zoom in a little bit then, just a bit. But yeah, no, you have a couple of trucks over on the west side. I'm seeing the medium tank going right up to Jordan Canal. Yeah. We're seeing the recon tank playing pretty wide as well. It's just going to be OG
probably going for a snipe. That's a snipe, 100%. If it's like a guy by himself, then he's just looking for some kind of cross map. The same with Kieran, he's trying a little snipe there.
Yeah, and then looks like the tank's pretty much going to be lined up map edge.
Both Pumas trying a snipe, so be interested to see how that.
Then.
It'd be interesting to see how that turns out.
Okay.
I'll just swap back to the
take
old.
A look, see if any of these actually hit here. So 10 seconds till wall drop. I always talk about this kind of feeling before the wall drop. You're just kind of sitting there waiting. It's
it's like very nerve wracking. It feels like very gross, like the acid in your stomach and stuff. You know. We've got like one Puma with the snipe.
Go. Yeah, I'm seeing
they did get the truck. They did get a truck.
They did. They hit it.
They got it. And they got another one, actually. Did they get like another vehicle?
Oh, that's huge.
They got two. They got two trucks. They got two trucks. Holy
Helios with the
shit!
double
Shit,
on the
man!
carnage.
Oh
You gotta
my
be feeling good
god!
now.
Yeah,
Gotta
I
be
mean,
feeling good.
like, ooh,
And they immediately just redeployed off of the recon tank too. It's just gonna sit
oh
there
my
empty. They've
god,
done their job.
that's so rubbish for like that feels so rubbish for these guys on
Oh,
Greyhounds.
that's why
Whoa.
you have that feeling of anxiety before the
Yeah,
World
mate,
Cup.
you
That's
never
exactly
know.
why.
Like you just, it's like so hard to predict. We've got the double Luxes pushing up, but I just, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
there's just no way.
another
Oh,
snipe on a truck.
Okay, that's a truck
But
down
Helios
for
is
Helios.
getting like several trucks worth into the hard cap, and this point is like fucked. Like, for Greyhounds, it's fucked, bro. Like
Yeah,
this is
I think
look
this
at the number
point,
of red dots. Like this is
yeah.
so this is the deployment. They are
And you
him. They are him.
you gotta. Well, you have to make the call, right? Obviously, you know you're gonna have infantry advantage, and so I'm seeing a lot less bodies on Carentown Causeway, and a lot more just playing toward Grout Pillbox.
Yeah, I
Because you know
mean,
you're gonna have the advantage now.
we thought that they would be playing for like Greyhounds here would be playing for recap anyway, but like they were instructed to play recap by the dual truck snipes, and I'm glad that we managed to just about get both on stream there, because I think like the Helios will want to clip that and put that as something that they watch.
Yeah.
You know, if they pin that
That's
on
going
the
into
wall.
highlight reel.
Yeah, like they're pinning that one on
100%.
the wall.
So Greyhounds dedicating a lot of resources toward Carentown Causeway now. Seeing at least 2 full squads there.
Yeah, I
it
think
looks like a garrison pretty wide as well.
I think Helios have really learned the lessons from playing previously versus XD. They've got some great MG positions up, and they've got control over what Helios call Estek House, and they're now trying to do. These guys are trying to do their best Estek imitation, but they need two MGs to be me, because I'm the guy.
Right.
But we can see like they've like hard committed here. Like this is really nice, and we can look at the maps together as we're about to flip towards Helios as the first cap.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cap right about now. That's a great opener for Helios.
Yeah, I mean Helios are just gonna be so fucking pleased with that. They've got like full map control, full width. We've got a couple of Greyhounds sneaking into the back lines, but I think they're just going to be caught up on this main road meat grinding.
Yeah, and
That's
ideally,
just rough.
Helios aren't dedicating anybody to the eastern map edge. It's all either Grout Pillbox or Carentown Causeway. But I think that's okay, because you could just crossfire into that, and if you have your MGs watching that, you should be covered in theory, as long as you don't let people sneak back into your backline.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like Greyhounds here have to commit some kind of snipes or something to get rid of the infantry on this Carentown Causeway house. Because the dual Brownings are just going to make it. Nothing renders. So when you're in this house, none of the. You can see from my settings that I have set up personally, none of these bushes are rendering. So these guys aren't seeing them at all. So, but when you fly over, you see all this like shrubbery has just suddenly appeared, but like the MGs just aren't seeing that. I mean, Postal's about to get ripped a new one as soon as he like steps up. I think. Yeah, there you go. I'm Muad'Dib. I perceive the future.
Well, over on Grout Pillbox, looks like this Lux is having a bit of a tough time. That actually just went down there. I think that may have been the Stewart that ended up taking that down. But that's going to allow the Helios infantry to just push up down this waterway. I'm looking at Whiskey and Ness as they just walk down, and they're going to gain some ground there.
Yeah, I mean,
Armor look like they're holding that pretty well.
You can't push these two waterways unless you have control over Carentown Causeway.
Right.
So Greyhounds are actually going to use this P4 to clear out the infantry on that building, and that's going to buy their infantry some space to push up these little ditches. But I think it's just miserable. So this. There should be an MG on this broken building. Oh, there he is. And this guy, that hedge in the center of my screen that I'm physically pointing at for some reason, that doesn't render in from that house.
Okay.
So like, there's just you can't sneak into this point. You know, it has to be like full frontal aggression.
Yeah, this is definitely this is the grind now for
Yeah,
PHL that you can expect.
I'm really enjoying the rocket PvP down this
I'm
waterway.
watching
I
that,
think
yeah.
like it's very respectable from pace. As Sniper Girl's kind of like given up the sniper for an MG,
Okay.
which I think
Yeah.
is like just a sniper but upgraded personally.
Yeah. Right.
You know,
Just
it's a
with
sniper but it
higher-
fires
yeah.
faster. So like, you know, how can you go wrong with that?
Yeah.
Put 60 FOV on it, bro. It's got a scope.
Well, the rockets are flying from all sides of the map. We're seeing rockets come out over at Causeway as well. What is this tank here from Greyhounds? Is that just the Puma? Yeah, that is the Puma over there.
Yeah, I think like the Helios have got a really good setup already for their tanks. They've still got both of their Stuarts alive, their medium Shermans alive, and a Greyhounds alive, basically all on the hard cap. So they don't even have to like man these tanks after they get their first heavy up. They can just build repair stations and then jump out of them, and then that way they can just like keep them in the hard cap as portable kind of like artillery cover.
Right. Yeah. Just sit in there if you know you're getting shelled to bits.
Yeah,
As well.
there's no reason not to, especially with the Greyhound where you can even get infantry loaded up in there.
Yeah, and over on Causeway, I'm just keeping an eye on this infantry fight. It's just close quarters fighting over the same broken building. It's
yeah, it's just gonna be
both
gross
teams
the whole
dedicating quite a
time.
bit of resources there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only way you can cap. I mean, Greyhounds did just manage to take out one of the Stuarts, so that's like a step up, but
Yeah.
it's not going to do too much. I mean, this MG is just going to watch this waterway, and their other MG is going to watch the other waterway, and like it's just... There's not much more to be said other than, like, get fucked, nerds, I guess. Like,
Right.
someone's
Yeah,
getting
and
fucked, and it's the people in that waterway.
Yeah.
Nice attempt at a rocket to clear out this flanking outpost. Greyhounds actually have extended their way all the way up to Carentan Causeway here, and they've swept around quite deep. So I think this was always the plan, because they had two trucks, one on main road and one pushing wide. So this was always the plan for them. It's just taken them an extra 10 minutes to get into the swing of it, which is going to be kind of disappointing for... you know, like, Muck will have hoped that they're, like, much further ahead than they are right now, I think. But we can see on screen now that, like, the STG diff and the MG42 diff is just going to be, like, slowly... It's giving them full control of this building. And I think that's, like... You're going to hear all of the STGs going. There's, like, 4 of them there as they're just, like, blasting through the front lines.
Yeah, and you know what? Credit to Helios. They are keeping most of their OPs alive. It looks like they have 4 squads and 4 OPs here that are still up at the moment. They most likely will lose this, though, from what it looks like. It looks like Greyhounds are a pretty good foothold on that. There is a garrison, though, just north, though, on the other side of this bridge, so that is going to be kind of their fallback point for Helios.
Yeah, I just think that, like, they're now getting pushed out, right? And this is going to be the biggest pain point. And the Greyhounds have 5 outposts, including a recon outpost in Carentan Causeway itself, and now the arty's going to fall on it, and everyone's going to be giga sad. I mean, like, the entirety of both teams is currently on screen 500 meters from the point. Like, how is that possible, you know? Like, how...
You don't see this on any other map.
No, it's disgusting. Like, why are there 100 people fighting over this, and, like, so the casual mind can't comprehend that this is the correct way of playing the game, you know?
Right. It's such a unique experience for comp specifically to play this map this way.
You can't have Groult unless you have Carentan Causeway. It's just not possible. So to all the casuals out there, this is the technically correct thing to do. You know, this isn't a flank. This is just, we're trying to make the game playable.
Right.
And look how much, like, manpower and munitions is going down on this. Like, it's wild.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a bit. Quite a bit, for sure. Shall we do a quick double map check?
Yeah,
see what the garrison situation is like. See where we're at. Helios do have a nice line of OPs over in the 5 line, going from Groult all the way to Causeway. A couple of garrisons to fall back on, but it looks like for the most part they're going to be fighting off OPs. The 76 is pushing up that main red road from the north. It's going to be fighting in Causeway here shortly. Do the Greyhounds have armor there?
See a tiger just yet, but
okay.
Unless you can see it somewhere, I don't think I can. That's still the P4.
Right.
Maybe they just haven't ticked fuel yet because they've just ticked to 600. So yeah, there's the tiger, just in base.
Okay. There it is. Yeah, this is going to be Infidels 76, Infidels crew, I should say, coming up to Causeway here. So they're going to get their first. We'll see how this Tiger deals with it once they do get up to the line.
I guess that Greyhounds were choosing to spend their fuel on opener on their bonus like light vehicles and stuff. And I think maybe it costs a bit more for the German light vehicle, so it puts their fuel economy down for the first 15 minutes versus the Americans.
I am seeing Helios
Greyhounds are making
gun up.
I'm just gonna say, like, the Greyhounds have made it all the way up the channel. I mean, the Greyhounds are winning right now. Like, the scoreboard says the Helios are winning, but from
as far as map control,
from map control's sake, like, the Greyhounds are pushed the whole way up both of the ditches. You know, like I said, you know, you can't control these two ditches. You can't push them unless you have Carentan Causeway, and they have Carentan Causeway, which they won. Hard fought, but they won it, and now they have ditch control.
Yeah, and they're looking pretty strong. And this is what we talked about just before the game, right? You know, you expect Helios to get the opener.
Yeah.
Obviously, sniping the two trucks seals the deal for them. The Greyhounds definitely have the potential. Yeah, that was great. But Greyhounds, you know, they have the potential to recap, and they're taking the right steps to do so.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is like mental fortitude, right? It's like, it's very, very, very difficult to be a Greyhounds player when you see both of your trucks go down. 2 out of 3 trucks go down, right? And then you're thinking, well, we're just going to lose. But to come back in under 15, to be in this stage where they're like most of the way to the hard cap and they're pushing in this tank, so we can... Sniper Girl trades out Salat there. See? Sniper Girl goes down. They're pushing the...
Smoke already coming down as well now.
Yeah, I think this is nice.
Dive, yeah.
Yeah, P4's just diving in. He's got infantry behind him as well. This is what we didn't see last week, was the tanks were diving from IR without the infantry support. So this is like, this is definitely the more technically correct way of playing this out.
Yeah, we're seeing Peace. It looks like an AT player, not too far from the P4. He's going to have front. It's going to be a front shot, but correct me if I'm wrong. Does that still pen in the front?
It does not. The bazooka does not pen the front of the P4.
Panzer Strike does pen.
Yeah.
The 75, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
They've decided to retreat now, which I find a bit odd. I thought they were going for it, but maybe they just realised that they didn't have quite as much. Maybe their infantry squad got wiped. Postal just gets fucked by a grenade in the arsehole there, like, gee whiz. Bro just got nailed, bless him.
They're
trying to they're using some HE to try and remove this Stuart carcass so that they can stop hiding behind it. And there it goes.
Oh, they get it. Oh, that's great.
Scammer gets scammed, buddy. Scammer gets scammed.
That's amazing.
Greyhound are nearly in the hard cap.
Yeah, they're getting really close there. And a lot of the infantry from Helios have pretty much been wiped. You have 3 OPs to play off of for Helios and 1 garrison inside Groult Pillbox.
Oh,
looks like Greyhounds just took out an AT gun.
Big explosion. I think it killed 2 or 3 of them as well. And the Greyhound is stuck in the ditch behind, so that's pretty useless now.
Yeah, that's done.
I think Helios are in a pretty rough position. I think they'll be like kind of at panic stations a bit. Like this is not comfortable. This is not a comfortable position for Helios, because Greyhounds have now got control almost of the second bridge now, and that's going to give them access to the hard cap from.
Right where Medini is, there's a Stewart just in the water here. It's just sunk to the bottom. Right.
Is that? I could see it on a flare.
That's a Stewart there. Yeah.
It's a submarine Stewart. It's a submarine Stewart.
Okay.
Medini's managed to cross the road. Like, this is kind of impressive. He does get shot in the back by Mongo.
Yeah.
Bye Twitch partnership.
Trying to make some. They're. Looks like Helios are trying to get some progress back on Causeway, but Greyhounds just have such good control. Are they over at Battery as well on Map Edge?
Yeah. They've played the whole map right from the start. So the only truck that didn't get sniped was the one that went to Battery.
Right. Okay. All right.
More rocket PvP going on. I think it's kind of goated.
Yeah.
Although I will say that nobody does rocket PvP quite like Reason does. He goes into Greyhound Knights and gets 100 kills, and 50 of them will be rockets.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Panda's giving it a crack as well.
I am seeing that Helios are adding a few more SLs over to the east near Battery. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 SLs now over in that area. That to me feels a little odd. I'd be sending maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 SLs, but
yeah, that's a lot of that was a lot of people there. I just brought up your map quickly just to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they've got quite a lot, and Greyhounds only have the one outpost there, and they're just using it to harass. But I think that's probably what's caused them to get pushed so far back. It's probably not helped.
Yeah, they still have the one garrison over on Pillbox, which I obviously need to have that there, but yeah, they lost a lot of the progress they made off that opener. So unfortunately, not able to capitalize very much off of that. But we'll see if they can hold on to this and maybe try to get some ground on Causeway.
Oh yes, I thought it might be.
Is that are you serious?
I had a feeling.
No.
I had a feeling it was going to be this because this has been theorized. This has been theorized before. But yeah, so
that's dirty. I hate that so much.
I think they just killed maybe a recon tank or something, or an AT gun. This is just kind of makes me a bit horny. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Something about it. It's quite erotic.
Yeah. It's kind of naughty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit naughty. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not allowed. They shouldn't be allowed to do that.
That's
you are a soldier.
I love the creativity we see from these teams. It's hilarious. That's great.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, the tank on the roof of a building. That's good. That'll go in the highlight reel later. That's good.
Oh yeah, it's delicious. It's very delicious.
Yep. Well, over on Groult Pillbox, it looks like the medium tank for Helios is just going to be kiting this building here. What is that over there on Madeline Farm? Is that their medium or is that a Tiger over there?
There's a second Tiger on Madeline and an AT gun as well. So they've finally sorted their fuel situation out. Everything's a bit more comfy and consistent, let's say.
Right.
And they're probably going to get a third Tiger up now with the fuel.
Yeah, just right as you say that, it looks like Helios spawned another 76 in the West HQ.
The Tiger comes up in the center. I think they probably want to spawn them in the center because they got caught out, I think, the other week, or RF got caught out the other week. I'm not sure. I can't remember. By people sneaking their AT into the HQs. So.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Frank with the dirty peek onto Confused there, mate. He just fucking absolutely blasted him with the car. That's respectful gaming. He butt blasted him respectfully. And I think we might see a Lux dive here.
Always love to see the little tanks dive. It looks like AT guns. I do love that both teams are building that, but it looks like they're getting taken down fairly quickly. I saw the Greyhounds just lost.
Oh, mate, he's drifting in the 90s. Let's go, Tony. Let's go, Tony. How is anyone supposed to hit this guy?
Yeah. Do they challenge the 75? The 75's coming out to here in just a moment. Oh.
Tokyo drifts it, and it was just for fucking nothing. I can't believe his medium's still alive. Well played to Wix for keeping his medium alive for so long.
Yeah, it's just a two-man tank now, so I think
they're probably driving the 76 up, right? Like these guys.
It is, yeah. It's coming out just on map edge from Jordan Canal here. That'll be here in a minute or two.
I mean, they know where it is. It's all marked on the flares, so.
Right.
And there's a distant AT gun firing in, or is it a tank in the middle here?
Find out.
They've got a Puma as well, just firing in, and they've kind of parked it halfway into the wall, so it makes it really hard to hit the front plate.
Yeah.
Scammer gets scammed. Oh, that was a big shell. That's wiped the outpost. Greyhounds have been pushed back from the hold that they had, so Helios are doing work here, actually. They've decided that they had enough of Greyhound supremacy down the center of the map.
Right.
And there goes
they
the
have their
Greyhound
276s a little bit closer to Causeway. And you have one just along the 4 line, looking down at Causeway. Their second one kind of between Pillbox and Carentown Causeways.
Is Clerica going to Clerica flick? Is Clerica going to Clerica flick? He does not. He does not. Clerica, where's the flick?
That's unfortunate.
Unlucky.
Unlucky indeed.
Oh, Deuce goes down to Ajax. There's a big push, a huge fucking push. Holy.
Yeah, that's a lot of red coming down the Causeway.
Fabi just gets bummed by Ajax as well. Like it's just like
Yeah.
it's so Jova. They're losing their outposts. Widow's just like
over this point.
Widow's just come around the back and just fisted him.
Yeah, that's looking great.
Outrageous, Widow.
That's another one.
Mate, Widow just let him shoot the guy next to him with the fucking like with the car, like bro.
Like, it's okay, bro. I traded you.
Yeah.
And Widow goes down finally.
Scammer gets scammed, you know. Like,
yeah.
Unlucky.
That's great though. Yeah, I Madcap playing Recon SL here. It looks like he's already used up his flares though. Fragging out though as well.
Imagine losing a 1v1 when you're playing level 9 STG to somebody with a fucking carbine.
Yeah.
Yikes, chief.
Yeah. Is that a new Puma, or was that Puma just pushed back off?
That
was just pushed back, right?
This is. I think there was something exploded, so I assumed one Puma went down, but they had a second one, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't keep track of it. That would require doing maths and thinking.
Yeah.
That 75 just did a dive down to clear one of the like channels of outposts. So Greyhounds have like really been reset by like 150 meters. They've been reset by like at least 10 minutes worth of progress.
Yeah. This is a good back and forth from these two teams.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of unlucky for Greyhounds for sure. I think they'll be disappointed that they weren't able to capitalize on the pressure that they were creating.
Yeah, I mean, now that
they didn't even get any cap
376s
progress.
up, I mean, yeah, no, it didn't even flicker once, not once. So, but Helios with the 376s up, you have one on Pillbox, one on Causeway, and one in between. I mean, it's looking like a pretty strong presence, and should make their infantry feel at least a little more comfortable, you would think.
I mean, like, Helios is so confident now that they've got Chads just shift-dobbing across the middle of the fucking field.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's just like, he's feeling so unpressured. He's just in his lane. He's focused.
Yeah.
He's locked in.
Oh, that's great. Hearing a bomber.
How's he running with such large testicles?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
That is working though. That is
dragging.
working.
Oh, I see the furrows he's left behind him where he's been dragging them along.
That bomber, by the way, was huge. That wiped out most of the Helios infantry on.
Yeah, it got like
a couple of EP still up.
6 or 7, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was not bad. Not bad at all. Of course, we talk about how, bombing run's not the most effective because obviously the OPs are still there, so you just kind of spawn right back in. So, like, what did you really do? But
on the plus side, on this map, it lines up with the main road. As in, like, it's physically, like, the bombing run is physically the same, like, width and kind of, like, angle as the main road.
Right.
So it actually hits stuff. Whereas, like, normally, because you can't, like, because it's, what, like, 30-degree intervals or something, you can't actually angle it more than, or 45-degree angles, you can't actually angle it to match the curvature of the map a lot of the time.
Right.
Which is like, yeah, makes it kind of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
looks
worked
like
out there
Helios
for sure.
did get a garrison up over on Carrington Causeway finally. It's kind of pushed up near where they were at the start of the game, so they definitely are, it feels like a reset toward the opener now.
Looks like a lot of the glows guys, Toxic, MBK and Widow, they're all pushing up through the middle here. Kind of missing out on the real meat grind. This is like pretend meat grind.
Yeah, pretend. That's great.
Yeah, these guys aren't in the trenches. These guys aren't the ones with like World War II PTSD, or like World War I PTSD. Like, unlike these guys who are just out here in the fucking like actual trench.
Yeah.
With the DMG whistling over from like, it's like 450 meters, like this MG shot, it's like very easy as well. Oh, and that RT shell just got like 4 of them there on their outpost. That's just miserable.
Yeah. I know we talked last game about, HLL games having a finite amount of fun, and this is the game, or this is the map where this really shows. There are probably 10 people in this game, maybe 15 having fun right now.
Yeah, out of 100 people, there's like 10% of the gamers having fun. Like,
yeah.
How many other games are like that? Can you name a single game where only 10% of the participants are enjoying themselves? I don't know, I don't think I can.
I can't think of very many. No.
Maybe League of Legends? Like.
Oh, yeah.
One person out of 10, maybe. But even then, normally you have like 2 or 3 people having fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a great tank shot onto this 76 that's kiting back now behind the hedge. I guess we haven't really talked too much about the tanks. Oh, I thought they just got them through the fucking hedge then.
Oh. Over on Causeway, it looks like Feet Tony's crew are kind of pushing their Tiger up a little bit.
Yeah, that's really nice as well.
Yeah, that'll make things a little bit more difficult. I'll take a look at the Helios tanks to see what they're doing to respond here, because I'm seeing 2 tanks on the move now. Is this double 76 that I'm seeing?
Can we get the 76? Have we got the 76 by Groult? Dual camming, and then we can see like they're fighting a Tiger right now. So
yeah, absolutely. Let me get over there. It'll take me a moment. Just sit over here. Yeah.
Just everyone can enjoy the sultry kind of both sides here.
Yeah, there you go. We'll zoom in a little bit.
I think until they peek out, I think they'll probably just be like looking for infantry for the time being until both tanks push. But yeah, it looks like they just decided that neither tank's gonna win this duel. So I'm gonna float over to Carentan Causeway again.
Well, they do have the 276s lined up on the other side of the bridge here. I'm hoping they go for a sweet double tap on this Tiger. That would be
that would be very tasty. Like maybe we can. I'll dual cam it again and we'll see. This is quite a nice spot for the Tiger because it keeps the profile quite low.
Right.
And we've got a P4. Like we've got a Nat P4 as well, firing in HEs. So heavy contests again for the.
Yeah. I don't think they quite have line of sight on each other just yet. Although you might see Duck Sauce make a move here.
Yeah, maybe if they start, if we hear any explosions, we'll come back to it.
Oh, there's one shell into the tank. Okay, was that from the 76? I don't even think I saw that fire. Or was that from the Tiger? Excuse me. I'm sorry.
I don't think so. I didn't see it firing, but it's peeking the main road. I think it might be the P4. There's like a Nat P4 that's slightly further back. Yeah, there's a P4 that's further back, and there's the Tiger on the roof as well. So. Maybe they have eyes, but it's very hard to keep track of which tank can see what at this point.
Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a tight fight here for these tanks. And obviously you have the 276s against one Tiger and what looks to be a P4 back there. That's a long distance
we've
shot,
got the
absolutely.
Tank commanders jumping out of their tanks to get on the road to see if they can find infidels like jumping out. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's any small advantage you can get is going to make a big difference. But you see, Greyhounds are firmly in control of Carentan Causeway again.
Yeah, no, they're looking pretty strong. I did see they got a garrison up on Map Edge over by Battery, so gonna have probably a couple of SLs pushing off of that, or at least one or two.
Exactly. The 76s are flared now as well, so they know they're back there. They're even dropping supplies directly behind them.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So, maybe they're dropping. Is that gonna fall? No, it's not gonna fall in the water. So people should be able to catch this out.
Yeah, they should be able to see that. I'm not sure.
It's not gonna be a secret.
If anyone's going to see it, it's going to be Smithers back there, but we'll see. Oh, yeah, and they got players here. Aragon, Widow. They should be able to take these down, no problem.
So if you guys are in chat, you should definitely check out Smithers' channel. He streams a lot of the NA games, plays for Helios. I don't think he streams his POV, but he does a lot of casting and stuff. Member of Glow, so definitely check him out as well, if you've got a minute.
The Tiger's actually pushed out onto the road. I think that 76 is about to peek it. The Tiger gets the first shot, though. And both 76s are going to back up now.
They're both backing out. Oh, man, I just
the other one now.
Oh, I think he's...
Did he get first shot on the other 76?
I think he did, yeah. I think they...
misses.
I think they might have, they griefed their gears as well. I think they were in the wrong gear when they came out, so they just sort of, got a bit stuck on the main road.
Yeah.
Both teams' arties are landing here as well. So I imagine everyone's got 0 FPS, literally 0.
I mean that's just
the Tiger's completely untouched. Yeah, I mean they've gained that.
Yeah, and both 76s now with one shell into their sides. I mean they're gonna repair.
I mean they'll just drop back and repair and then try again in a minute. Now they know exactly where the Tiger is. Maybe they didn't have good info on the Tiger. Oh, I do hear Stuka. I do hear the Stuka.
Yeah. It's gonna hit. Oh, it misses.
No, it was so close. Oh.
Tragic miss from Marvin.
Dude. That could have been like an epic moment of all time, you know?
That's a free kill.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
bro, and it didn't even kill the guy repairing.
No.
That's rough, buddy. That's rough.
Yeah. Yeah, you hate to see that.
What can you do?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're almost 35 minutes into the game. It looks like things are pretty static for now. I mean,
Helios remain in the lead, but I'm gonna say not in control. So they're winning, but I'm not convinced they'll still be winning by the end of the game.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd love to be proven wrong. I love an underdog story, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it just looks like they're just kind of getting whittled down little by little, and getting pushed back further and further on Causeway.
Yeah, but we saw them reset Greyhounds down the middle of the map earlier, so you know there's no reason that they can't reset them again.
Right.
It looks like the streamers just caught up to the double snipe at the start of the game. So.
Oh, that's amazing. That really was fantastic to see.
Yeah, that was glorious. I'm gonna be like remembering that one for a long time. These guys are just... I have to respect the mental of Salat and Freitag and the other guys that are just grinding these two like canals. Oh, they just they precisioned... Helios precisions the roof tank. So there's like loads of AT and they guys sneaking around the back I've just caught.
Okay.
So... Luckily for... Oh, unluckily for the Greyhounds, it's actually blocked the Belgian gate, so they're not going to be able to...
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Can you HE your own tank shell? Well, I guess you risk destroying the Belgian gate too, right?
I think so. You can't destroy the Belgian gate like that, but...
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually not too sure about that, but maybe someone in chat can tell us. They can at least destroy their own tank carcass. Dig themselves back up there. Oh, what's that just went down there? It didn't...
Sorry, I'm getting whinged at by...
No, that's okay.
The guys in chat wanted me to display the names, but I think it just makes everything look really cluttered. But, you know, people want to see it like that, then I'll give the people what they want.
Absolutely. That's what we do around here. 100%. So these 276s on Causeway, or at least kind of in the back of Causeway, still holding fast. Although I did just see what? Oh, they have an AT gun behind the 76s as well. So that's gonna be.
Oh, is that what that? That's what that's going on.
Yeah, just a solo AT gun. That's great. This is the road you can do it on if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, you know, for sure.
500 meters down. This is where you can do it.
I'm just gonna fly by and give Kieran a kiss.
Oh, nice.
We said we would... I was trying to be allowed to play in this game under the proviso that Kieran and I should hold hands and kiss all game. But Augur didn't seem too hot on that, so they forced me to cast instead of playing. So, you know, what can you do?
Well, you can still give him the kiss. That's good that you did,
exactly, you know. Like, I'll do my best.
Yeah. I do love to see these MGs just crossfiring on either side from Causeway. Oh.
Yeah, I think he died to... maybe it was Clerica's grenade, but it could also have been his own grenade. Clerica's going for a swim.
Yeah, see if he can actually...
Sasuke... I think Sasuke was the shot that... I mean, like, everywhere's just lit up by tracers. Like, everyone's just very upset, you know? I can't imagine anyone's having a particularly good time.
No. Although Greyhounds got to be feeling okay. And, well, this is interesting, though. The Greyhounds have managed to push up to the bridge.
Again, yeah, they're back up, and they've spread out their outposts this time, so they're less, like, concentrated
Helios, though. Helios have managed to get behind. In fact, if we pull up our maps here, Helios have gotten a red zone garrison in the G8 square. And they pushed up quite a bit. It's just one squad for now. There's just one OP.
Yeah, I did see them. They were behind. They were behind one of the behind the tank that was at the roof tank, right? They were behind it, so they probably marked it for the precision strike.
Yeah, that's looks like just one squad once again. But curious to see if they make a play off that. I mean, if they can get a satchel onto this Tiger, that'll be huge.
Yeah, that would really put a dent in the Greyhounds' ability to make this push happen. Though they are clearing out the guys, and they're clearing out the MGs, and they're actually pushing behind the bridge now.
Right. Yeah, we're seeing some people get back. That's gonna be gonna make the 76s a bit uncomfortable, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean they're not gonna be too happy about this, and there's an outpost right next to Newbie here. Bronico does take out Widow. Madcap's gonna throw up the flare, so he's gonna know he's there.
Yeah, he should know now.
He's pushing him. He's missed every shot. He hits those though. He hits them. He hits those.
There we go.
See.
Let's see if he finds Meek, perhaps. Maybe not. Oh, if he's in the building, maybe not.
Meeks, yeah, I think unless Madcap has X-ray vision, unless he's airbags, it seems unlikely.
Allegedly, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Helios have made fantastic progress. Oh yeah, I mean it's been a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, Helios are actually once again being sneaky over at Madeline Farm. If you pull up a map,
we can see
another garrison up,
and we can see like actually we can see
SLs.
outposts are lit up behind the point as well. So this tiger's probably feeling a little uncomfortable. I'm just gonna float over there. Poke, Fat Egg.
Yeah.
Fat Egg's another streamer. So guys, if you haven't seen his cast before, go check out his casts.
Fat Egg is fun. I love casting with Fat Egg.
And Scooty. Scooty's in the back line too. Scooty does get rammed by the tank though.
They are getting wiped, but there are still 3 OPs up here, so there's still potential for some big spawns from Helios over at Madeline Farm.
Frank's throwing up a flare over the point now, so they're going to be able to spot out where the guys are. Fat Egg doesn't show up on that flare. Oh, I think he does actually. Okay. He was just hidden underneath the outpost outline, and does get destroyed by McForks. Unlucky buddy. Salat and Postal still going. I mean, if this was me, right? Like, surely you just want to rotate your SLs out at this point because this must just be fucking dreadful. Like, bro, you just get to 45 minutes in the game and then you just swap sides of the map. So you just put, like, the guys that are in Carentan Causeway, you guys can have, like, half the game in the trenches.
Yeah, just for the sake of the team.
Like, shit's passing in the night of Postal and Toxic on the opposite sides. Postal with the STG beats out the grease gun.
Oh, there we go.
He's pushing across the open. McFudden can see him. Get shot in the back by Toxic MBK.
Yeah.
I think we were saying before that like the grease gun is like either a headshot machine or does nothing.
Yeah, no, it's one of the two. It's never in between. There we go. Yeah,
I mean tank control of the middle of the map with Tony and Doctor's tank.
Right. It looks like it's going to be kind of the same 3 SLs in the backline, or in the Greyhounds backline for Helios. It looks like it's going to be like Fat Egg, he's over by Road to Carentan now. Don Vice over in the backline. Looks like, though, that garrison for Helios to get locked out, or at least one of them did, behind Madeline Farm, so it's good pressure, I feel like, just to kind of make their backline a little uncomfortable.
Yeah,
but
nice.
Probably in the long run, not going to do too much.
They're actually pushing. They're actually diving a tiger across. Oh. They're double peeking this 76 here. They got one shot in. The second bounced from. Oh no! Oh, they get it!
Oh, and they get it.
Oh! That was so lucky because the second tiger actually bounced. So what would have been their double peek? The second tiger like fucks the shot and bounced the shot on the side of the 76.
Oh wow!
This could be the play that flips the hard cap in favor of the Greyhounds here, because this tiger now has the chance to shoot the garrison, which is behind the main building.
Ness goes down.
Ness tries to fucking Neo from the Matrix dodge those whole mounted MG34s.
Not gonna work out in his favor, unfortunately.
The square root of fuck all. I mean, if these guys are smart and they've played public games, they'll know that this garrison is behind the building here. But the trouble is that it's very. I'm not sure how deep this water is for the tiger. I'm not sure if the tiger can actually get through, and they need to be really careful of. Well, not rockets from the front, that's for sure. But they need to make sure that Ness doesn't get the second rocket in from behind because.
Right.
And I think he's going to be able to do it unless he's. Yeah, he manages it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit scary there for Helios on losing that 76. They do
Yeah.
have the 276s still at Causeway. Another one is driving up to Groult Pillbox from their HQ right now, so they should be resetting, feel a little bit safer here, but I respect the effort from Greyhounds.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like, trading the one-for-one on the tanks is pretty good. I think that works fine.
Yeah, that's never a bad thing for them.
Oh, that's really cool. I think I've got a sound bug where I can just hear the machine gun from the dead tank going off constantly. So,
Oh, good, yeah.
so everyone, welcome to the next 45 minutes of constant browning noises to sleep and relax to. Browning beats to study and relax to, everyone.
Yeah. Over at Causeway, it looks like things still pretty static for this front line.
Ooh,
I mean,
a huge deployment behind the Greyhounds.
Okay, yeah, oh wow, that's huge. That's over behind Causeway.
That's a lot of people, yeah, that's a lot of people behind the lines. Nice rocket onto the garrison from Ajax. Nice rocket.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, and the bomber run coming in over Causeway as well now. This could be a good opportunity to wipe out a lot of these players. I mean, they are really, really pinching them now.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty good hammer and anvil here. Maybe Fabi can make a difference with the FG-42. Takes out Aragon. Can he get Egg?
Let's see if he manages to spot him.
I had some questions from a new viewer earlier when I was streaming my POV about how good certain camos are, and I said, as a rule, like, not great. You know, they don't really do that much. But the dark green and brown camo when you're hiding in the water versus enemies close to you, very good.
Right.
Versus the MG in Africa that's shooting you from like 500 meters away, fuck all difference.
Yeah,
fuck all difference, mate. It doesn't do a thing. But like here, it might make a difference, you know. Most of these,
absolutely.
Most of these Helios players actually have gone down though. Great response from the Greyhounds. So quite impressive. I mean, I think they'll look to re-establish this garrison. And I think I just heard bounced round from this Tiger.
Okay.
But I think they're kind of doomed. They're burning quite heavily here, and they do go down.
Yeah, and there it goes. Yeah, that's the 76 is there putting in some work. That AT gun is still back on the road as well. I don't think there's anyone on it at the moment though, but that is still up and runing for them to use at any given point.
It's kind of a Chad Stewart, you know. Panda's just like, yeah, fuck it, you know, middle of the road, bro. They've got no heavies left that I can see, so why do I need to be worried?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just you're good where you are.
So Greyhounds still have two Tigers up, 2 heavy tanks in the D column, but nothing on the main road beyond a default P4.
Okay, all right. Looks like that 76 did just roll up to Groult Pillbox, so that is back in play now. I know they just lost that from the Tiger a couple of minutes ago, but they are back. Got to be feeling a little bit more comfortable now with some armor advantage if you're Helios at the moment.
Kieran's still got his MG up somehow in Quarantine Causeway. He's still using Estek House. Yeah, it's probably Kieran House right now.
Yeah,
but we can share it. We can live here together.
Yeah,
in perfect bliss, me and Kieran. Mwah.
Yeah.
Kiss him on the forehead as we go past.
Yeah. Yeah, so we are just past the halfway point. We've seen some good back and forth, I think, particularly on Causeway. And as we said, you know, this is really where the main fight's going to be.
Oh, no, it's unfortunate because I just saw Peace playing medics and I've got to go past and spit on him.
Oh.
Stop playing medic.
Hot tour.
Yeah. Spit on that Peace.
Yeah.
I think McFawkes is going to clear out the outpost that's behind here. And I think Greyhounds are actually trying to set up another like tank boost onto this. Yeah, I think at some point they're going to like try and drive this Tiger that's around here up.
Oh, that'd be great.
Peace is obviously just playing medic to throw smokes, guys. He's not actually playing medic to play medic because playing medic sucks.
Right, you don't heal people in Hell.
And just to explain why medic sucks, McFawkes is just shitting on them. Although if he actually gets this guy up, I'll be like upset. No, see, this is why medic is bad. Like this here, stop playing medic. Like,
aren't there other classes where you can get more smokes too than just 2? I swear there's another kit.
So assault grenadier has like four smokes as well.
Yeah, just do that. It's fine.
Yeah, just play the G43 assault loadout for 1 life.
Yeah. You'll have a much better time, I promise. what looks like Helios do still have. Actually, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 SLs now. 2 garrisons behind Greyhounds over on Causeway, if you want to take a look at the map really quickly. Both in the G column. So that'll be, I'm interested to see what they do with that. One is really deep in the back line.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're probably looking to create pressure when, if they manage to push Madeline Farm, which I don't think they will, then they'll want to look to just flip the caps one after the other, I think is what I'm seeing here.
Right. Yeah, possibly go for that leapfrog.
Yeah. But we can see another Tiger coming up from Greyhound. So the armor advantage didn't last like too long.
Right.
So yeah, I think like Greyhounds are still in a good position, though they've been, their last outpost has just been lost on Carentan Causeway. But they still have their garrison up on the far map edge in Battery. So I think Helios are going to be much more comfortable with how the map's going now than they were 10 minutes ago.
Oh,
We've
yeah,
got another
you have
76
to be feeling at least
back
a little
up
better.
here.
Yeah, now we're seeing that over on your side as well. I'm seeing a couple of the medium tanks being put to use from both teams, it looks like. I'm seeing just a one-person tank just east of Groult Pillbox. I'm seeing Panda in the Stewart still, just sitting all by himself. There's a lot of armor in play for Helios. Even if it is just one-man tanks for some of the lighter ones.
Both teams are just really valuing having some of their guys just protected from arty and using the HE shells until they go down.
Right.
Helios's position looks really strong in the hard cap still, and I can't... If the game stands like this in 20 minutes time, I don't think Greyhounds can do much about it.
Yeah, it feels like that momentum they had where they were making ground seems to be slowing down just a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. I think they've just like slowly lost the inertia that they had to start off the game with.
Look at Tiger just went down. Yeah, 76 took down a Tiger at that house actually.
Nice, yeah.
Fine. So yeah, that's gonna be big for Helios as well. And so the grind continues. I mean, you're going to have the same couple of squads pushing up toward Groult Pillbox. I actually saw Helios was flashing Madeline Farm with just one player, by the way. So that's... Okay. That is...
You got to respect it. You got to respect it.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah, and that player does go down anyway. So...
they're flashing up a garrison in the back line, so they know that they're there, and they can see the defense players on my screen are just like... They've just seen this garrison start to go down, so we'll probably see a strafing run on it.
Yeah, something of the sort.
No, Mongo just says fuck it. Get out of the way. Mongo don't give a shit.
I do see that Helios have built an AT gun behind Carentan Causeway. But
another one?
Sure
another one?
It's right by Pope Vin. Yeah, there's an AT gun kind of just west of him.
Oh, that's cheeky.
Yeah. So maybe they take advantage of that. Could get some good use out of that.
Yeah, I mean, that would be nice to pressure the Tigers that have pushed up to...
Is that Tiger behind him, though? It looks like
there's a P4 that we can hear, and there's a Tiger
yeah.
Pushing arty Battery for some reason, and one Tiger pushing Madeline Farm. So the armor's really spread out, and I can't say that I love that.
Yeah, it feels like the entire Greyhounds team is pretty spread out at this point. I mean, they seem to be kind of all across the map. I don't know what Pope Finn is doing, but...
Getting shot.
Yeah.
No, I'm bored of watching him roll around in the dirt. It's not the most exciting gameplay, sorry, Chief.
Yeah, yeah. Do something
Where
cool.
is this? See?
Yeah. Just getting suppressed to hell by an MG.
Yeah, I think it's the coax from the 76 in the distance.
Oh yeah, it is.
The driver coax. And he does go down. Is he going to get Devanko might get both outposts here. Yeah, gets both of them. Yeah, nice.
Does he get the frag?
Oh,
he should.
No, he just get fucking hit fired by Fabi. See. My boy was not having any of that. I mean, he knew he was there, right? So, like, he has the advantage because he knows that the guy's there because he burned the outpost, whereas you're not necessarily guaranteed that there's going to be someone spawned in on the outpost.
Sitting there.
Yeah. I mean, we can see that, like, Clond is using his medium, like the free medium, just to harass people, but goes down to the to the AT gun.
Caster curse, tragic.
Yeah, I mean, I could see what's happening.
Yeah. Looks like that AT gun from Greyhounds are trying to hit the 76 on Causeway, but they're hitting the hedge right now. They're not quite hitting their shot. That AT gun is near Madeline Farm. Yeah. Looks like they just keep hitting that hedge, but they... no, I don't think they have line of sight here.
Why is Doctor and his crew all out of the Tiger? Why were they all...
Interesting.
What the dog doing?
Yeah. Yeah, I am not too sure. Oh, wait, are they over near map edge?
Yeah, maybe they're looking for a for a peek
on Causeway. Yeah, they're looking for it. They're not hitting it though.
I'll bring up your POV to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at both of them.
Yeah, that 76 is. I don't think. They may not know the Tiger is there.
Yeah, I mean like, that was pretty close.
More focused on the AT gun, probably. Oh no, now they're turning the gun. They're turning the gun toward the Tiger now. Turning it towards something. What's this gunner doing?
They don't know. Sure. I don't think they've got like any idea where the Tiger is. They're just gonna have a look, but I think the Tiger's just gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he's just gonna go for a push. He's going for a push.
Okay.
I mean, I say that like he's pushing like actually into the hard cap or something. No, he's like as far away from the hard cap as it's almost mathematically possible to be whilst in an active sector.
I mean, they might get a side shot on the 76 if it continues to push forward here. Maybe.
They're trying to... Maybe they think they can get it through this hole in the hedge?
Yeah, I'm not too sure what they're trying to do. Maybe just trying to get lined up. Both 76 is focused on Madeline Farm, though, so they're not really...
Maybe they can get something, like, sneak in a little something.
Yeah, this is interesting. I'd imagine this will pop off at some point, but for now, I think they're just kind of looking for each other.
Yeah. Oh, I'm bored of this. Sorry, tanks. Let's go see what some cool men are doing.
Yeah, right. Well, I can tell you from a big picture standpoint, Helios have taken firm control of Carrington Causeway.
Yeah.
And
really all the way up the ditches to Groult as well. Like, Greyhounds are now just, like, completely locked out of sector.
Yeah, still have that AT gun up as well in the back line. Still have a garrison kind of on the eastern side of the map in their back line.
That squad did show up on a flare and have been wiped.
Yeah, okay.
So Widow, Egg and Mongo are like behind them, but the threat of them spawning on Popes and that AT gun that we were looking at has just gone down as well. So
okay,
Greyhounds are probably going to look to reset their front line and then do like a unified push out at the same time. You know, probably try to take control of Carrington Causeway. They need to get rid of the 76s, so they probably commit both.
Hitting the 76 now, by the way.
Oh,
Causeway.
Sweet.
They finally got a hit. They rigged the first shot. The second shot hit. Ricochet on the third shot. We'll get down in here as well. Knights and DDoS gonna get out and repair that.
I wonder if they can just use HE to splash some of that infantry. It might do a world of good.
There's a lot of infantry here, or even just get your arty on there, and you know they're there honestly. Now. You can call that out. The other 76 now is going to make a push, though. I think they're going to challenge that Tiger.
Oh, the P-strike!
Okay.
The P-strike! That was so good. Smithers with 100% hit rate on his P-strikes today.
Yeah.
Holy.
That's going to be huge for the 76.
And we got that on camera, basically, as well. Like, I didn't get the missiles coming in, but we got the explosion. So,
very nice.
Helios have made, like, fucking mint use of their commander abilities this game.
Yeah.
Like, not a single munition or fuel has gone to waste.
That is great. What just exploded here? It wasn't the 76s. Might have been a rep station or something.
Yeah, probably nothing too.
Yeah, it was just a rep station. Okay.
The arty's just falling on the main road as Helios are
it's going to be expected.
It's genuinely quite surprising to me that the MG42 diff and the STG diff haven't carried...
Did Greyhounds just lose a tank on Madeline Farm as well. Something just exploded over here. Let's see what that was. Oh, it was an AT gun. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we're seeing those go up and get taken down pretty quickly for both sides here.
Both teams are really kind of like they're signing. Oh, one sec.
Yeah, no, you're all good. I mean, over at Groult Pillbox, we're seeing, of course, the same players push down those waterways just like they've been doing for the last hour. And
yeah, bless them.
Yeah, we're watching Whiskey just kind of hold an angle right now. He's going to stop to bandage. Newbie's going to come down the line as well. Over at, well, near Pillbox, I guess.
I think what's letting Greyhounds down is they've almost got too many MGs at this point.
Yeah, not enough infantry.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's a point at which you just don't have enough people pressing Shift W to actually make ground. It doesn't matter how much is covered.
Right.
If you've got no one to actually take the ground that you're covering. Is there something special about Costco pizza that this guy loves it so much, or is this something the European mind just can't comprehend?
Costco is an amazing place. That being said, their pizza pretty average. I feel like it's a great deal, but yeah, pretty average pizza. Nothing to write home about for sure. But hey, obviously this person loves Costco pizza, so that's
yeah. I mean, I can't attack a man's religion or his beliefs on the stream. Right. That's it's a protected class.
I
so
think seeing the 76 dive over on the Carrington Causeway. That's diving toward the OPs here. This is interesting.
And they've got nothing to attack it with.
Yeah. What is this tank doing? I mean, this will be interesting. Meek might be able to get a satchel off it, but are they just shooting into their HQ, maybe? Here comes Meek. He jumps on top of the 76. Oh, he's going to get that down. 100%. This is the throw. Whose tank is this? DDoS.
Maybe they just have no ammo left. Have you seen this AT gun? It's built on the wall of the bridge.
That's amazing.
Let him cook. I think Tony is just fighting with him from the HQ. I mean, this is fine for these guys. They're by the repair stations and like the reloader. So
yeah, that 76 goes down right before the satchel takes it down. I think that the tank ended up killing that. So
rough.
That was interesting. I mean, Helios still looking pretty good at Causeway though. They have a lot of ground that they've made. Looks like they're out fragging some of the Greyhounds infantry as Menusa goes down.
Yeah, I think Helios just seemed to be a bit hungrier today, and they're more than happy to prove us wrong on our predictions before the game. I think like one of the cool things about the American teams like Helios, get fucked, Kieran, is that the guys play all the time on their servers, right?
Right.
Pope Vin is really fragging out today. I'm appreciating his work on the flank. So, but the American guys, like they build like quite a strong community on their servers. So I think it's quite important to them that they play regularly, and these guys tend to play regularly quite a lot in public games, much more than a lot of the European guys do. Because I think the European guys, the scene is a bit older. So maybe we're a bit more burned out, a bit more salty about the game, so we tend not to play as many public games.
Yeah, if you don't need to play, then yeah, you're probably not playing as much. But it's nice to see kind of that freshness in some of these NAT.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at the games that are happening today. You have ESPT in the final, which is over by now, which I'm sure people know who won that already. So they have the potential to get an NA victory for seasonal. You have Helios taking on Greyhounds here for this lower final, as we're calling it. So I think it's kind of refreshing to see NA, have some decent games against top
for
teams.
sure. I mean, it's nice to see that the guys from TL weren't the last Americans to like make a deep run,
Right.
And
you can't see me right now, but I am repping my TL jersey.
I did see on Altberg's stream. I did see you were wearing your TL jersey. So
yeah, gotta represent, absolutely.
Greyhounds have started to make a little more progress back up the roads towards Carrington Causeway.
Yeah, it looks like it.
But there's just so many bodies here.
If Bronco gets this frag here, he could satchel this tank. He gets the frag. He needs to get to the 76 now. And there's no infantry around here. This is a free satchel.
They're moving though.
Oh, they know.
He wasn't close enough. Oh, he gets it!
Oh,
No way.
Bronco needs to stay alive.
Oh, and it's forced
he
them.
already
It's
killed
forced
him.
them onto the road. So now they're getting hit by an AT gun that's down the road, and now they can't. Now they probably don't have time to get out and repair.
They get out. Yeah.
That was such a good play by Bronico.
That's massive.
That's so clean.
That's juicy. Yeah.
Oh mate, drive it forwards into the
goes
infantry. Drive it forwards into the infantry. Oh.
There you go. That goes down. Yeah.
Not quite as exciting as I was hoping for it to be, but you know.
Hey, but the job is done. Very respectable. They do have a 76 coming up the road from spawn, which is okay, but I mean that's still huge. That should help.
I mean the Tiger and the Tiger and the 76 should run into each other on the main road, I guess.
Right.
I'm still kind of like a bit shook by this fucking AT gun that's just balancing on the.
Yeah. That's something. That's amazing.
Ajax just hanging out, enjoying the fresh night air.
Yeah, you get that cool nighttime breeze.
Dirty Troll missed. He missed his AT rocket on the stationary garrison from 5 meters. So everyone point and laugh at this guy.
Yeah, well, you know those are tough shots to hit. You know, the garrison.
You never know where the garrison's gonna go.
Yeah, you got to really predict its movement there.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he's gonna be extremely embarrassed about that one. And if he's not, bully him, please. That's. Bring back bullying. It makes you good at video games.
It does. It builds character. Really.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, Helios have gotten a couple of OPs near the front door of Madeline Farm. Looks like just 2 of them. Not a whole lot of infantry there. Yeah, I mean, as far as backline pressure, it's not really there for Helios right now, but they're looking good on the front line. I mean, I don't anticipate Greyhounds getting into hard cap for ground.
Who's in the middle HQ? I can see a Greyhound outpost just went down in the middle HQ. Is there AT there?
Oh,
or?
yeah. That is a squad leader. That's the Fat Egg.
Oh, man, he's just egging all over the place.
HQ.
Guess he's just marking up tanks for the guys, but I was kind of hoping for an AT up there to
yeah,
do something a bit...
No,
exactly.
It's a squad lead. And
the front line has not moved in, like, 15 minutes now. Like,
yeah,
being real.
This is pretty static.
This is kind of like a bit disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, this can certainly happen on this map sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I wasn't expecting like it to flip like 10 times or something, but you know, like Helios have done a really good job of containing the Greyhounds, but they haven't. But on the other hand, they haven't really made like a solid attempt at like a concerted attack either.
Right.
Neither team is making any ground. No, I mean,
yeah,
like for sure, but like,
I do appreciate. Okay, no, that actually just wasn't rendering. I thought there were 3 Greyhounds players in open field, but no, just.
Oh no, nothing renders.
Not rendering.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
It's so I choose to play.
Yeah.
I am the foliage hacker. Shout out to Dr. Spets. It is me, the foliage hacker. I hack foliage.
Yeah, absolutely.
76 is just in exactly the same place it's been all game.
Yeah, as expected. Yeah, looking at the map right now, I'm seeing 76 on Groult Pillbox, 1 north of Grout heading toward Causeway, and then 1 just behind the bridge on Causeway. So, still 3 heavies. I'm seeing an AT gun. Okay.
AT gun took care of something. Stuart went down to an AT gun.
Yeah, okay.
Just waiting for the smoke to clear.
Yeah, I'm still seeing AT guns up from Helios. Love to see that. And this is one of those maps. You obviously always want to have your AT guns up, but
gives something, you know, gives people a job, you know. Like, you know, just go build an AT gun, dickhead, and then you go build an AT gun because you're a dickhead, you know. That is what it is.
Exactly. But yeah, Causeway again looking like Helios in control of that. Is there anything happening at AA battery? I mean,
Greyhounds are deciding that that's the place to be.
Right.
I'm not sure I agree that that's the place to be. If I'm being honest, you know, guys, like,
left, yeah,
this is really far away. Like,
yeah.
Do you need this many people here to be able to set up 2 MGs? You know, like, I don't know. Maybe
I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 riflemen, an assault player, and a support player that just went down from the Greyhounds, and it's like, what value are you getting? You know, from being in this position, it's not a whole lot.
Ideally, you want an MG in this building because you can shoot the MGs in Quarantine Causeway in the back.
Right.
But
then these people are
how
covered.
many?
I see.
I think like
Pisek, I think, yeah.
I think we've just fallen for the game where I need this, so I'm having one person. So they go, well, if you're having one person here, I'll have two people. And then they say like, oh, but you've got two people. Well, we're bringing four. And then it just like degenerates into like 3 squads are just in Narnia on the map doing nothing.
Yeah, doing nothing for either side. Yeah, no, 100%.
It's
Because
like
as we talked about earlier, you can just crossfire into battery. You know, if you have control of causeway,
yeah,
you can cover a lot of that ground.
yeah. It's just I think this is like an overcommit from both teams onto that side of the map. You know, just fucking give it.
Yeah.
Like who cares?
Yeah, maybe one squad and you're probably fine.
I think this is the point where Greyhounds are probably going to want... Yeah, Marsmic, you can't actually mount on that wall. It just won't let you.
Hmm. What did you want to win from Estek today? See, this is good to know. He's going to try, though.
Maybe he's got a way of doing it on the roofs somehow. No.
No. No. Hold on. Give it a sec. I believe.
I'm reasonably confident that you can't do it in a way that lets you see anything.
Yeah, he's looking at the sky. Okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure that's doing anything, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But, you know, what can you do? Get good, I guess.
Well, yeah, time is ticking, though, for the Greyhounds to make something happen here.
Like they've got like this AT gun fortress back here, but it's under pressure. Shifty's under pressure.
Right.
From Mongo. And the Fat Egg.
Yeah, it's their squad back there. Looks like they did put down a garrison. Okay.
So he gets in with the car, but then the satchel kills him.
Oh no.
Gets rid of one of 4 AT guns, so like worth, I guess.
Fat Egg, I got to give credit where credit's due. Has done a really good job at just being sneaky in the backline.
He's managed to get all the way from the mid HQ all the way to here, so
he's gone at least 3 red zone garrisons up, which is pretty nice. You love to see that.
Yeah, it's kind of respectable. The thing is, you can't really do much from this position because you have to get across the canal.
Right.
So like you get kind of like locked into this little like pizza slice here, and there's like kind of limit because you have to go across like either at the end or
through this
or across these boats.
Middle,
Yes. So you only need like one person, and then you completely locks up everyone in this area. But they're zoning them off the AT guns, so it's not like completely wasted. But
yeah,
holy fuck, the number of AT
there.
guns back here is like
that's a lot.
Nuts. Like guys, give it a rest. You're not winning with AT guns.
Yeah, no, not at all. I do see flares going up, though, over Madeline Farm. Those are Helios flares. Pings coming in as well. I'm sure we're going to see some artillery. Maybe that was a ping for a P-strike? I don't know. Is there a tank on Madeline Farm?
There is one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that just got marked and pinged, so we'll see if... I'll keep an eye out for that, see if anything gets called in here.
I think it might just be a mark for the 76 that's on Groult.
Yeah.
More satchels on those AT guns.
Oh, actually, that Madeline Farm tank is getting shelled by the Carentown Causeway 76. Okay.
Yeah, they're just retreating by these repair stations.
Yep. Yeah, they should be safe there for now.
I just brought up your POV in case anything exciting happened, and then of course, you know, the tank gameplay occurred where they just drove forwards and backwards a bit, and like.
And now nothing's gonna hit. Yeah.
Yippee!
Yeah. Well, the Lux might accidentally take a shell here. That'll be exciting.
Oh,
they destroyed the rep station.
One rep station goes down through the fence somehow.
Okay.
Kind of based. Kind of goated.
There's the mark again. Yeah, I think they just continue shelling there for a bit.
Yeah, that's boring.
Yeah.
Fucking tank gameplay. Honestly, like, tank gameplay used to be really cool when you could drive the medium panther at like 35 kilometers an hour and one-shot 76s.
Yeah.
Now that is some tank gameplay I want to watch, bro. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, bring that back.
Fucking lightning pace, medium panther. Fuck, that was fun. I would go back to tanking in an instant if they reverted that change. Like, immediately, bro. Like, immediately.
Yeah, well, again, not a whole lot of time for Greyhounds to make something happen. I mean, what's the play here, right? And I feel like
stack
gotta
up all
get
your
tanks on
tanks.
Causeway.
Yeah, just stack up all your tanks in Madeline Farm, and then just drive them across the open and hope that. I don't even know, like, because you can't push this open field without having control of Carentan Causeway, right? So if the tanks if Helios can double, triple stack their tanks in Carentan Causeway, then they just control the, like, this whole open field. So they're not going to get
the whole sector, yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to get the Tigers into the point. So I don't know.
There's only so much you could do. You could.
How much?
You could
How much is there to
tanks. You can try to smoke off the tanks with already. What's that going to do, really?
They're just going to move.
Yeah, exactly. So you're really limited in options here. I feel like this is the grind that something should have happened 10, 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, they needed to kill the. They needed to kill the fucking. They needed to kill the fucking 76s on Causeway.
Yeah.
Like that's what's really fucked them. I think is these 76s on Causeway, because it's just like it stymied all of their push, and they can't use the tanks in the hard cap without killing these 76s. So it's kind of rough. It's going to be rough for them. Like,
yeah, this is kind of where you just kind of grind and hope for the best. Hope a mistake happens, maybe, but hope will not get you the win, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not sure that there is something that's going to happen. You know,
there's still a lot of people on map edge for the Greyhounds spawn. The AA
they're so far away from the point. So far away from the point. There's 15 minutes left, and they're literally on the map edge. Like,
and Helios are taking ground on Causeway now. They just wiped a lot of the squads that were there.
Yeah, Helios have just shown us a real masterclass of, like, if both Greyhounds trucks don't go down at the beginning, is the game the same? I don't know. I think maybe
who knows?
You know, maybe they have a lot harder time capping the Carentan Causeway if they don't get that mid truck, and then the game looks differently. But you know, so like, fantastic work from the preppers of Helios. I think you've hard carried the game here, because your team has just been in control ever since those two trucks went down.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like the midpoint of Carentan Causeway itself has kind of gone back and forth, but as far as control, we haven't really seen Helios be completely boxed out. And they get pushed back to the bridge maybe a couple times, but they take that back relatively quickly. Yeah,
they've always had 1 or 2 76s beyond that bridge in the middle there. And as a result, they've just not lost complete map control.
I do appreciate this push from infantry, the shift W from Helios.
Yeah, they're still trying to win. It's just like, how much can you really achieve as infantry in this map state?
And in these final minutes, I mean, every meter counts, right? The further away you can keep them, I mean, that's
they still got to cross the distance, right?
Take. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't even seen like an airhead play or anything from either team that I've caught, so.
Yeah, I haven't seen any either, really. Maybe that's how they got some Helios players in the backline, but I didn't see it.
It was so far from like the points that maybe we just didn't catch it, but.
Right.
Mongo is just causing havoc in the backline still. I mean, he's going to run into clean nap with the sniper rifle, so.
Yeah, you might be able to get the frag here, and he does get the frag. Okay. And even I'm now seeing is the 76. It is kind of pushed out from Groult Pillbox. It's just out in the open, really. Actually. He's turned around though. What is
it's because they've got this. They killed the 76. They killed the Tiger here, so they've got free reign to push out.
Yeah.
So
looks like it's gonna retreat though.
We got distracted by Mongo.
Yeah.
Mongo used distract on us, and whilst he was clearing the garrison, we missed Mr. Tiger going down. So apologies. I assume that was Wix and the gang who got that.
That was
mate, Zan. I respect the effort, bro, but this is not the field that you want to cross. That's not it, bro. That's not it.
Yeah, good try. GG, go next. Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I don't even think an airhead play from Greyhounds wins this, because I don't think they can kill enough Helios players while the tanks are alive.
Right.
to actually cap the point.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think that an airhead and like everything else is going to actually tip the needle.
Oh, we are seeing the 76 dive near the top of your screen there. It's just
He's going for it, bro. He's going for it.
Yeah. All right. This is good. You love to see that.
There's no tigers in front of him either.
Yeah, I mean the infantry is pushing.
There's no tigers anywhere. Well. Oh, there's one tiger on the map edge, but
okay.
He's completely unopposed. I think if he wipes the outposts here, Greyhounds lose.
Yeah, I agree. Do we see the attempt for the 4-1? I mean, that backline garrison got removed, it looks like. So it's not going to be a whole lot of infantry in the
Greyhounds have like a lot of infantry in the backline still.
Okay.
So I don't think they lose the 4-1 here, but
wow, this is very respectable though. I love to see that.
The 2-man
Wix's tank's going to be supporting.
Gets one outpost. I'm kind of enjoying this. This is atypical tank behavior. Yeah, I mean, it's to be fair, it's the second like heavy tank charge we've seen. So
right.
We saw the tiger earlier in the game.
Couple of infantry in there.
Alex got fucking destroyed there.
Yeah.
They bounce an AT gun round. Rocket misses.
Yep. Is that a bomber run I hear?
Oh, big artillery onto the garrison for Greyhounds there. Big arty.
Let's go.
Let's go, I guess. Let's fucking go. Helios have decided that they've shown up to play in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, Shifty from the Greyhounds jumped on an AT gun. He might get a side shot on the 76.
Yeah, he does get one in.
Okay.
He needs 4, I think 3 or 4 shots, and I don't think he's got enough time to reload and move the gun.
And, turn the gun, yeah. Oh, but this is... Okay.
The arty is, like, absolutely obliterating. Luke going for the... Yeah, nice, yeah.
Yeah, that should be GG for that 76.
Yeah, but I mean, they've created a lot of space, and the arty's destroying this garrison as well.
Right.
AT gun is getting more shells in, but AT gun does go down to
dirty troll. Frag on a Shifty. Yeah. And that's a little bit of cap progress, but it's just soft cap.
Well, soft cap plus this tank that's about to go down.
Right.
It's a shame. If it was me and I knew I'd been satcheled there, I think I would have tried to drive towards the garrison, because the garrison position is known. And, you know, maybe you can get the team kill of, like, 10 people of the garrison spawn wave.
Yeah.
Just roll those dice, baby. Roll those dice. And all that distraction has actually bought them time to push the whole way up this second stream, and now they're just swarming across the river. And I think Greyhounds are in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is GG, first of all. I mean, they don't get to grab Pillbox now, unfortunately.
No, they're just too far away.
And now they're getting pressured on Madeline Farm.
This tank can't get there unless he drives all the way around the canal, I don't think, unless they're going to do some fancy driving. Oh my goodness, that arty killed like 6 people.
Yeah.
And it's getting pounded by the tank as well in the distance.
Yeah, they're getting shelled.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, there is not a lot of fun. I mean, Feet Tony's on AT, and he's a tanker, so you know it's going wrong.
Yeah.
That's not an ideal situation.
And the Helios are sitting on 1,000 fuel right now, and they just spawned to 76, so they are sitting pretty right now.
I'm kind of disappointed that they're not doing a house gangster. Oh, Greyhounds lose the garrison in the point, and they're attempting to do the knockdown strategy with the supplies, but I don't think they've managed to drop the supplies.
Oh no!
They're dropping supplies elsewhere. They're trying an airhead.
Okay.
But I think if anyone spawns, maybe they're using this as like a distraction, like to make people think it's an airhead.
One could see that. Yeah, I suppose.
Are they losing here? Is this them losing?
Yeah, I mean...
If they deploy anyone to this airhead, do they just instantly lose the point? I mean, oh no! Oh no!
Wow. Oh wow.
They're gonna let them spawn. They're gonna let them spawn.
Oh, that's...
The bombing run's nowhere near it as well. So the bombing run's nowhere near the end.
Oh,
Oh, guys.
Oh, boo.
Boo. You had so
Boo
many
in
people
chat.
there. You had so many people there.
Yeah.
Mate, you could have let that go. You could have let that go. Oh,
right? I mean,
man. Mate, they're so scared to try and be DC. You know, they just can't let it happen.
Yeah.
Like, they just can't,
Yeah.
you know, it's just not worth the risk.
Oh, yeah, that airhead goes down. And Greyhounds are just going to stack Madeline Farm now. I mean...
That's just it. They just
what
don't want to
more can be
lose.
done?
They don't want to lose 4-1.
Yeah, another tank diving in, though. Another 76. Over on Causeway, not a whole lot going on. That's going to be, again, pretty static.
The RT's just pounding the point. I mean, they managed to move their garrison location, so at least it's not like they've just not just rebuilt it in the same spot. So the RT's not going to find it right away.
Right.
This is kind of a crazy telephone cable that stretches the whole way across the map for no reason.
Yeah. What is that? Yeah. And no support
Holy
poles
shit.
either? That's the strongest cable? Okay.
Mate, like, it survived the war like this?
Yeah.
Hello?
I've
Mate,
never seen that before.
The graphic design in this
hilarious.
game is actually unparalleled.
Yeah. Ah, that's great.
Helios really have just taken the game by the balls. After the first
been a really
45 minutes, I
impressive game.
thought... The first 45 minutes, I thought, you know, probably... You know, probably, like, Greyhounds could turn it, but then they just didn't seem to do anything with their pressure for any amount of time. You know, they gradually just lost everywhere at the same time.
By the way, they just attempted to P-strike the 76 on route, and that one unfortunately missed. They damaged the tank, but...
yeah, I mean, the Stuka is just significantly worse than the Allied missile strikes.
Right.
Yeah, we can just see that, like, the Greyhounds are just reinforcing the hard cap, but they've given up a lot of the pressure elsewhere, and...
Yeah, I mean,
it's just a bit disappointing from the Greyhounds, to be honest with you. We didn't even see any cap pressure on Groult for a single second, like, the entire time. I think that's just... No one's going to be happy with that performance.
Yeah, and you go back and look at the VOD review, right? Obviously, the opener going to be, you know, have a pretty big impact on how at least the beginning of the game goes. But they were just never really able to establish themselves on Groult Pillbox. You make a little progress on Carentown Causeway, yes, which, you know, that's great. But then I do feel like kind of overcommitting some infantry on AA battery kind of played into this as well. I mean,
yeah, I mean, they just stretched themselves really thin, and then nothing happened, really.
And you combine that with a little bit of backline pressure from Helios, you know, behind Madeline Farm, and it's a tough break. You know, it's
yeah, I mean, they just...
Sure.
The opener wasn't great, the truck routes got sniped, and then they just never did anything with the pressure that they had.
Right.
I think they were trading out with an AT gun there that's gone down.
Yeah, it looks like it. Is that? Oh, that's a Helios airhead on Groult Pillbox. I was like, what's happening here? Well, they're just... And that's probably just a just in case. But doesn't seem like it'll be necessary as Greyhounds have a minute and a half to put any sort of cap pressure on.
See anything magic happening, I'll be honest.
Yeah, no, not with your airhead down, and you know, that's already gone.
It just seems that Helios have just been a bit sharper and are just a bit hungrier today.
Yeah,
they obviously just wanted to win a bit more.
Do we know? I'm going to take a quick look and see if we have a winner yet for
I'm sure we do.
Seasonal games here. I'm sure, yeah. Surely that's over, right? Let's find out. I'll find out for you in our final couple of minutes.
People just trying to... Oh, no, mate. These guys got absolutely obliterated by that tank shell. I think, like, people are just playing for the last couple of kills that they're going to get, you know, just boost up their seasonal stats by 1 or 2 kills, but at the end of the day, it's kind of come at the cost of the game, I think. You know, Greyhounds just weren't as hungry for the win as Helios, and Helios just came out of the gate swinging with those 2 beautiful truck snipes, and the game just sort of ended.
And do want to give a congratulations. It looks like ESPT did come out on top as well for the seasonal win. So that's
Congrats
2
to
wins for NA today.
Yeah, congrats to ESPT
that's
for their first seasonal win.
huge for NA at the very least, as we were talking about today. NA team looking a little bit fresh.
Maybe it'll make EU finally step up their game a bit.
Yeah. Well, that is officially GG. As Helios has secured the win.
Yeah.
Under 2 minutes now.
Helios officially number 5 in seasonal, so congratulations to you guys. I'm sure this isn't where you envisaged yourself finishing your seasonal, but it's a darn sight better than it could have been.
I mean, top 5 teams still.
Yeah, I mean, top 5 teams in the world is pretty. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm going to call this Helios's first seasonal because it's their first seasonal by themselves, right?
Right.
Because before they were allied with Glows, weren't they? And then TL.
Yeah, so there was Glows, 13th Legion, there's Helios, TL and Helios. Helios might have had one seasonal before. I don't think they progressed very far, though, so by far the best showing for this team.
Yeah, I mean, it's a marked improvement on their performance, and it's all you can ask for, really, is that, like, year on year, you get better.
Yeah, you look forward to next seasonal, see if you can improve. Maybe you reach the heights that ESPT reached this edition. And
I mean, as I said at the start, these guys were my dark horse to win the tournament. So I'm glad to see that they didn't completely let me down, and they have won the final game that I've been casting, which is pretty exciting.
Yes.
So thank you to the seasonal augur who invited me to cast today's game. And thank you to both of the teams, and I hope you guys have had more fun than it looks like you are having.
Yeah, hopefully the finite amount of fun was distributed at least a little bit better.
Yeah, hopefully. I hope some of you guys had more fun than it looked like, because I can't imagine myself having much fun crawling through those trenches for 90 minutes. And we actually do see some cap pressure in the last 3 seconds of the game, but...
Yeah, there it is. Very nice.
So congratulations, well played to both teams. I think Greyhounds will be rightfully very disappointed with how that's turned out.
Right.
Like we're used to Greyhounds finishing in the top 4 at the least, and often in the top 2.
Right.
So it's probably going to be quite disappointing for these guys, but as we said, fantastic work for Helios to have improved so much, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this seasonal and will join us again next seasonal. I'm just going to swap back to my studio view.
Yes, absolutely.
So
again, closed as well. It should be set there. All right.
See that? So we're back chilling. So
Wonderful.
yeah, so congratulations to both teams. 5th and 6th in the world isn't such a bad place to be, I don't think. And I think maybe both teams are probably feeling a bit burned out by the end of this because you played an awful lot of games. The max number of games basically to be in a final. So I think it's well worth everyone taking a nice summer break and maybe going to the lake house if you're American, or I don't know where Germans go on holiday, but it probably involves beer. So. Make sure you guys go out and get some vitamin D and spend some time in the sun, and guys chill out and relax.
Yes.
Seasonal's done. There'll be another one in the autumn, and Greyhounds have still got the ECL to play, which is on summer break. So I'll be looking forward to fighting with the Greyhounds again as soon as possible.
That'd be great. Yeah, and let me tell you, like you said, go outside, go touch some grass. Really quickly, want to say congratulations to you for breaking 500 followers. That is awesome. Super happy for you.
Cheers, dude. It's been really exciting. I think that it's been really fun casting this seasonal. I've had a lot of really good games, and I appreciate all the feedback that I've had from everyone. And if people have feedback on the VODs or on my Twitch streams or anything, please do send me a message on Discord. Join my Discord if you're not already. Get all my emotes and stuff for free. That you can use on there, all custom designed for my channel, and so I think it's been a great experience, and I'm really happy that I've had such positive interactions with everyone. So
absolutely, yeah. Seasonal is great. One of my favorite things about Hell Let Loose. I just think as far as community, seasonal is it's the place to be. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah,
I think there's been
very
like a
thankful
lot
to be
of
a part of it.
camaraderie with the casters, especially this season.
Hmm.
So there's been a lot of really great new casters as well, especially people like Bueno. I think Indra streams have been fantastic.
Right.
And yeah, so like yeah, really great from everyone involved. Fantastic effort. Thanks to Altberg for raiding me with 130 viewers. So welcome everyone.
Yes.
I mean, by the time you see this, I am still grateful. But yeah, so fantastic work, everyone at Seasonal. Thank you to the organisers. Even though I think you guys messed up some things, I think you know where it went wrong, and I
Yeah.
think we
Yeah. And you
like
learn from it.
yeah, exactly. I think like with a bit of extra dedication next year, I think everything should come out in the wash. It's never easy.
Yeah.
You guys are under a
Having
lot of
done this
pressure.
job. Yeah, having done this job for a couple of editions, it certainly is quite a bit of work that it
Yeah,
doesn't
it's a
always
second
go.
job, and we're
Yeah.
not always grateful for the work you guys put in. But
Yeah.
I
Well, I'll
think
tell you what, it's not my job anymore. Now I get to watch.
yeah, for sure. I think from where I get frustrated, it's never supposed to be directed. I think I speak for a lot of the players as well, that the frustrations that we feel aren't supposed to be directed at individuals or, like the organizer team, etc. But it's more out of passion for how good we know everything could be. And that
Right.
when it's not quite as good as you have aspirations for it to be, then it feels quite disappointing. And as
Right.
competitive people are, competitive by nature, it can make people feel quite frustrated. But yeah, so I hope you guys can take on board the feedback that people have given, and that we can have another fantastic tournament in
Yeah.
the autumn.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Absolutely.
So I think that's going to be all from me today. Any final thoughts, Nitro?
No, just want to give congratulations to the NA comp scene on some great wins today. Commiserations to obviously WTH and the Greyhounds, and just want to say, yeah, it's been a fun seasonal, and we've had some really, really interesting games. So, shout out to all the casters as well. Someone who has done the casting role as myself. I know what it takes, and I know the amount of work that everyone puts in. So. To everyone who has played a role in seasonal, casters, team reps, people who do prep, players, orga, we appreciate the work that everyone does to make this happen. So
Yeah.
that's going to be the end of seasonal for this edition. And
Yeah.
with
It's
that,
kind of
thank
crazy.
you, Estek. Yeah, no, thank you for having me for the last couple of games. It's been an absolute blast, and we'll see you soon.
It's been a real pleasure having your veterancy and casting acumen on my bench to help guide me through this the last few games of the seasonal, because it gets to be a lot of pressure at the end. So I appreciate you joining me, and
Yeah.
thank you very much. I think we'll probably leave it here for now, and
All right.
good luck to the teams for the next APL, ECL, all of the PLs are
Yes.
coming up, and hopefully HEA and seasonal as well. So I'll see you later, everyone. Have a good evening and good night.